Yo, yo, yo. Thank you so much for tuning in to Conversations with Glo radio show. That's crazy, y'all. I almost forgot who I was talking for and all that. But don't mind me. Y'all already know how we get down. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to Conversations with Glo radio show, where it is sponsored by Conversations with Glo podcast. And if you want to know more information about your girl, and also the people, the upcoming people that I would have on Conversations with Glo radio show slash podcast, be sure to go and sign up for my emailing list at convowithglo.com. I promise there's no spamming or none of that. But get in tune with your girl and, start answering some questions that I may have. Or if you have any topic conversations or conversations for me, you can also go on my website and hit me up at Glo Convos, and we can definitely talk there and talk about what you want to talk about. Okay? Okay. Well, anyway, y'all already know it's enough about me. I'm going to allow for my guest to introduce himself, and y'all already know what we're going to do. Get into the conversation.
All right. So,
Mm.
my name is Nikyung. I'm here just to get a feel for it. I mean, I love everything that you're doing, and I just wanted to, if I could be a part of it in any way, like, why wouldn't you do it? If you see something bubbling and you see something good going on, naturally you're going to gravitate towards it. So
Oh,
see what you got going. I'm just here to, see what I can,
okay.
just, I'm just with you, doing what you're doing. I'm
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And I am glad that you are here. I am glad that you hit me up so therefore you can actually be a part of it. I feel like that tonight's conversation is going to be a dope one. And while I am talking about that, let's go ahead and get into the conversation. And really, this conversation is really, I think, like a man and a woman can actually have this conversation. However, I would definitely, I'm getting a man's point of view. And I would also love to get a woman's point of view. But anyway, the conversation is, would you rather for a woman to need you or to want you? And how I got this question is because I had seen something on Twitter. Y'all already know I stay on Twitter. Um I seen it on Twitter, and it was it's two times, or I think I said his name right. And his girl talking, and he was talking about how he's get ready to bring somebody back into the relationship. However, the conversation went on, and basically she had told Finesse that she didn't need him. She said, I want you, but I don't need you. And I think that people don't understand the two, because when I was raised, y'all probably heard me say this many times. When I was raised, my mom always told me, you should always want a man and not need a man. And so when I got older, and now that I'm still progressing it, like, I definitely understand exactly where she's coming from. So Nick, let me get your point of view in regards with, would you rather for a woman to need you or to want you?
I would rather be wanted. When I think about needs, I think about like a dependent. Like, I want to be with somebody that we can help each other out. I don't want to be with somebody I got to string along. Like, I got to
Mm-hmm.
for you. I got to make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do. I want you to be doing what you're supposed to be doing, and we motivate each other. Like, let's say I make 60 and you make 40. Now we got 100,000. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
you, somebody that needs me, like, we just got 60 and we probably really got 30 because you know what I'm saying, you doing things you doing, and you need help or whatever the case may be. I would just rather be wanted. Also, I think needs change. Like,
Okay.
I might need you right now, but the table's gonna turn. So I might put up with something right now because I need you, but I ain't gonna always need you. You know what I mean? So, but I could always want you. I don't have to always want you either, but I just think a need is just more of a dependent. Like, you're just here because, you know, there's something you're for me or something.
Okay, so before I go on, it's something that you said. You said that, I'm only putting up with you because I need you. Would that be considered settling?
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Okay.
I think that when people talk about settling down, I think sometimes they forget the word settling is right there in it. Like, I just think that people want something so perfect and it doesn't exist. Like,
Oh, of course not.
I think that's why a lot of people are single. I refuse to settle. Okay, cool, you're gonna be single forever because you're gonna settle for something with somebody. You just gotta find somebody that has something that's not a deal breaker for you, something that matches. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly. Because
so
everybody is not the same. I say
exactly.
this all the time. Everybody is not the same. And you're definitely right in regards that needs does change. However, in regards, do you think that men know the difference when it comes to knowing if a woman needs him or want him?
You definitely can feel it. You
Okay.
definitely can feel it. Like, if you have a woman that has her own thing, let's say she has a business going or whatever the case may be, she's doing her own thing. You meet her and she's already here. You might not be where she is, but you can just tell, like, I'm just, you know what I'm saying? You either gonna come up to her level or you just gonna be along for the ride till she realize, like, you're not trying to do nothing with yourself. I don't really want to be bothered with you. Like, but if a woman needs you, it's kind of more so like, my car wouldn't start, you know,
Let's be real. When a woman meet a man, and you already know they know the difference, because when a
yeah,
woman meet a man in 2 days, her rent due, and
yeah,
she's short $500. So you already know what
yeah,
you already know off top. And I don't feel like, I mean, like I stated that, men do lure women in with money. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So in regards with them being lured in, with them trying to lure the woman in, depending on who they talking to, um,
They got to keep that appearance up.
they got to keep it up for them. And then once it's not kept up, then he a broke ass nigga. You get
Yeah,
what I'm saying? So it's just like, oh, I don't want him no more because he broke. And then they're gonna go on to the next person that can basically provide for him. And I see this all the time. I
sure.
see it all the time. And I see people that actually sit up and settle, women settle because they need this man. You don't catch too many women settling because they want a man. You
Right.
actually catch women that settle because they need this man. This man that came in and then became like a little superhero or something, started paying bills, and she ain't never had that before. And I'm only speaking from from experience,
Yeah,
and now that I know that, I mean, like I said at the beginning with my mama telling me, now that I know the difference, I feel that men are intimidated by women that just only
want them.
want them.
Yeah, it can be intimidating because you pretty much programmed. Like, if your whole life you've been dealing with a woman needing something. Like, sometimes, man, you grow up in a household, like, say, single parent household, your mama needs you. Like, you know what I'm saying? You
Hmm.
16 helping paying bills, like, your mama needs you. So you just used to a woman needing you. So when you meet a woman and she's like, and you're like, oh, I got such and such. She's like, I don't need, like, I'm good. I already took care of that. You'd be like, like, what am I here for then? Like, you know what I mean? Like, because it gives a man also purpose. He feels like justified in his role as being a man because, you know, you need me. But if you don't need me, it can be hard for a man to find purpose in his relationship or purpose within himself
But why?
because he's just programmed to just always being needed. Like, he's just used to being needed. Like, some people think that's what a man is. Like, I'm a man. It's my job to do this. It's my job to do that. And when I can't do
Right.
that, you know, and I think sometimes men cheat because of that too. Like, if you want to be serious, like, I think, like, you don't need me. You got your own thing going on. This woman over here, she because she needs me, she's catering to me more. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
you might have to work 12 hours. You might not. You can't cook tonight. This woman might have cooked my favorite meal. Like, you know what I mean? She might have a hot bath running, like, because she knows where she getting her bread butter. You don't need your bread butter. You already got the bread. Like, you already eating over here. So I think some
Right.
men do it. Like, I think it's an ego thing. Like,
That's what I was getting ready to say. Don't you think it's something like internal? Like that's
it's
just
definitely
something. that you fighting. You get what I'm saying? Because I feel like that men are taught to be needed.
Yep. Yep.
And so I get exactly where you're coming from because they are taught to be needed. They are taught to, you have to take care of this woman. Or, you gotta show this is like you mentioned, like this is their way of showing that they are a man because here I am. I'm providing for you. I'm doing this and that. So therefore you can continue to need me. But again, I also feel like, it's and like you said, it definitely is an ego thing, and that's why I stated get ready to ask. Like, was it something internal? And I really think it is.
Oh, for sure.
Do
Yeah.
you do you think that it is something that can, if like as far as like finesse two times and how he was talking to her?
Yeah.
Um, so do you think that once if he was to sit back and look at the conversation, and if you put yourself in his shoes and you sit back and you be like, damn, maybe she don't need me, I mean she want me, would that makes you feel a little better like once you think about the difference into what she was saying? Because me personally, I don't think that he was taking the time out to actually try to hear what
I,
she had to say.
yeah. I think he was just arguing, and arguments. You're not listening to understand. You're listening to just respond. And I
Yeah,
felt like we on live. I'm finessed two times. Who you talking to? Like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I think that's.
yeah,
I think behind closed doors, it's probably not even like that. It's probably like that at times, but it's probably not nonstop. You need me. I'm this. I'm that. Like, because even as a woman, even if you need this man, you're not gonna deal with that forever. Like, eventually, somebody gonna be like, you gotta snap out of this. Like, this is crazy. Like,
yeah.
so I
And
think it.
then to be on social media and doing it, like that's just
I think social media just fuels.
beyond me.
I think it. Like I said, if they wasn't recording, who's to say how the conversation would have went? But I think social media turns some people up. Like, it's like I got such a following, such a. I can't let them see me soft. Like, I can't let them. I gotta show them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially like somebody like Finesse two times who rap about pimping like all the time. Man. So how he look, you know, I understand, baby. Like, can we talk about this later? That ain't really like keeping up with his image. So
Yes, it would be. Like it's also like showing that you got a south. I get exactly where you're coming from, Nick. But I don't know. Like I just like to see the south side of a man. Like the south, like
but
how men would want to see the south side of a woman. I would love to see the south side of the man, even if we are in a public's eye,
yeah,
because everybody is human. And we know that half of the shit that you probably rap about is not true.
right,
You just saying shit. You
right,
get what I'm saying?
right.
And so that's why I feel like it get confused. And it's just mind blowing to me. And like you said that, with a woman not needing a man and him stepping out to go cheat, that's just like I feel like that a man should want to have a conversation with the wife first. But I also, well, not wife, but wife or spouse or whoever it is, girlfriend, have a conversation first to see whether or not if she's willing to pipe down and allow for you to be that man. Because talking from experience, it took me a long time to actually pipe down
Right.
for real.
Yeah,
And and I wasn't trying to rain on his parade, but it's in me.
yeah. I think it's hard for men and women to communicate in general. Like, it's hard for a man to say, baby, I feel like less of a man whenever you, because then in my mind, I try to think a little bit more mature now, but I kind of feel like I say this to you, you in the group chat telling your homegirl, man, this soft ass nigga. Like, I knew I shouldn't have. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh my gosh, why do y'all worry about, you are like the third person
he in the group
the third man talking about in the group chat. And I'm just
chat,
like,
like,
I
I don't.
don't have those type of group chats.
And then like I might be around your friend, and I'm thinking like it's cool. Like, hey, how you doing? And she laughing in her head like tender dick. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't be around your friend. I don't know what you done said. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, And I feel like women talk to each other more than dudes talk to each other about relationships.
I was wondering that. I was wondering
Yeah,
because I read something and it was more of like it's a lot of stuff that I ain't saying like we got to keep a whole lot of stuff bottled in,
right.
but like when it comes to like getting advice from everybody, like that would basically bring you to confusion. And I was just like, I wonder, do men talk about their relationship issues or issues with like their homeboys? Like, yeah, I'm pretty much sure the same way that y'all men worry about a woman, you been in a woman's group chat. I'm
Yeah.
pretty much sure that it's women out here worrying about whether or not if they in a man's group chat. I ain't never worried about no shit like that.
Me, if I really like you, I'm not putting you in a group chat. Like I don't want nobody even getting no ideas. Like, and then sometimes the way you feel about a person can change. Like you might be talking to a girl at first trying to play tough, like, oh, she ain't nothing. Then your feelings towards the change. Now your homeboy still thinking like, oh, she ain't nothing, and you about ready to marry the girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nothing. Like unless I just know, like, okay, this ain't going nowhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like. But I just nah. And then it's been times I try to talk to my homeboys about stuff I be having going on, and it's like they just change the subject like quick as hell. Like dudes don't really be vulnerable around each other like that. Like it's not really a thing except on social media, like the woke thing. But in real life, bro, you can't go around your homeboy and be like, man, I think my girl cheated on me, and he gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it just ain't like that, man. You better go get a therapist or get a journal.
So so what you're saying that it's better. You are so right. Every time I see something, especially with anybody like on social media expressing themselves, I'm like, they need a journal.
You
They
need
need
a
a journal. Like y'all
you need,
need somebody, y'all need to talk to yourselves. But why is it so comfortable for men to, I know that you can probably just only speak for yourself, but I'm just gonna ask this. Why is it so comfortable for men to jump on social media to express themselves? It is to express their like be vulnerable to their homeboy.
man. When you put something in social media, you just put it in the air. Like you just saying it, like it's just whatever. But if
Hmm.
we and we in the car and we about to go hit the bar, and I be like, man, I tell you something like kind of it throw the whole mood off. Like dude's kind of gonna be like, man, I ain't even really want to go with you if I knew he's gonna be on this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like on social media, I can scroll past your post. Like I can log out. I got like I never seen it. I done seen my homeboy tweets and stuff, and I'd be like, boy, he going through it. And I'd be like, shit, just keep on scrolling. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying it's right, but it's just like, but it's just like, what am I gonna say to him? Like, what if I hit him up and he be crying? Like, now I'm on the, now
So
I'm on,
you worry about
I'm just
you
saying, he on the phone crying, bro, and I'm on the other end of the phone, like, damn. Then I get then that's when it get in the group chat, cause now I got to tell our other homeboy, like, man, let me tell you about this boy right here, man. Like, that's when it be in the group chat, like. You know what I'm saying? And now we probably hate because this to be the thing. People always go back to that person they vent to you about. So it's like I don't even really want to give you my opinion. I might not even like your girl. I might know she ain't no good. But if I tell you that and you go right back to her, like now I'm on the outside looking in. Now I can't come to the wedding. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, everybody
This is crazy.
I should have been the best man at the wedding. Now I can't even come. Just cause I tried to tell you, like, so it's just I just mind my business, man. I just mind my business.
So that means you're gonna be a part of the you want to be a part of him get ready to marry someone that needs him and not want him, and
Man,
you see the difference and you try to tell him and now you won't
you have no idea that you talking about my real life. Like, this is my real life. Like, I be
be.
like, boy, he tripping. Like, why is he doing this? And we just be like, but sometimes, man, like, sometimes maybe dudes need women too. Like, and they just don't convey that the same way that you can see it.
Because they don't it's just It's I believe social media has became a major part as to how men are treating women and everything. Like I said, I want to see your soft side. Like
Right.
I don't want to see you being hard all the time.
That's how I
Like
feel.
that's
Women, women,
pointless
women be hard as hell. Women be hard as hell.
for no reason, really.
So I be like, bruh, like I be talking to a woman, she'd be like, hey, bruh. I be like, you talking to me? Like me, bruh? Like I'm baby. Why is you doing this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why is you bucking up on me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was about to tell you get your nails done. Now I feel like you need just clip them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't waste my money. Like,
No, because that what you I don't think that's hard. Okay, so depending on I guess whatever is going on, because I'll be on some shit like that sometimes. Like
yeah,
what's up, bro? Like just fucking because I know that he don't like for me to say the shit.
I hate that.
So so I'm
I
gonna say it just to fuck with him. You get what I'm saying?
don't even like
But
girls try to like dap me up. What are you doing? You are a woman. Like,
that's Nick, we about to get off because you gonna keep calling me.
I'm just
You're not gonna keep calling me out.
man, I'm just saying it takes some softness to if you not soft with me, I'll be soft with you. Like we gotta do it together. We gotta be it gotta be like a safe space all the time. Like,
You gotta show that balance. You gotta show balance. It's called balance.
yeah, we gotta balance each other though. It's like a beam.
Yeah, so let me call you bruh and dap you up right quick. Let me get that off my let me get that off my chest. And
Cool.
then boom, we can just go back to being soft with each
Yeah. Let me
other.
let's just go ahead and slap box while we at it. Like I don't be liking that, bro. Like, hey, bro. Hey, bro. Or like some girl, there's one person in particular, bro. Like she just punched her fist when she told you, like, my nigga, my nigga. I'd be like, what's wrong with you? Like, you are too pretty for this. Like, what's wrong with you? Like,
Oh God. So y'all done heard it, y'all. Y'all done heard Nick. Nick, do not like a hard girl. Don't call him bruh. Don't try to dap him up. If anything, give him a hug and be like, what's up, Nick? And also, we have learned that Nick like, you know, he likes for his women to I'm not gonna say women, his one man to want him instead of need him. And remember, y'all, there is a difference between the two. So, always want what you want. Don't settle for a need, because if you're needing somebody, that means that you're settling. That's from my point of view.
right.
Yeah, that's my spiel. Anything you got to say, Nick, before we head out?
Man, this was fun, man. I really appreciate this.
Do you want to you're very welcome. And do you want to tell the people where they can find you at?
Um, I'm nervous because I'd be nervous because I don't be knowing like who be the people be trying to follow you. I'd be like, man, this Eddie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want him follow me and get my location or nothing. No, I'm just messing with you. I, Nick Young. NIKYUNG0208. And my Instagram is the same, just Nick Young. So yeah,
Okay. So y'all make sure y'all go follow the homie Nick, okay? And I'm pretty much sure y'all gonna hear his voice again on Conversations with Glo. And again, Nick, thank you so much for coming through and chopping it up with your girl Glo. I really do appreciate that.
appreciate you. Keep doing
You're
what
Thank you. I appreciate that. And y'all, for y'all that has been out there listening, I do want to thank y'all so much for tuning in to Conversations with Glo radio show. And y'all already know where y'all can find me at in the meantime, between time. Peace out.
you.